So for this week, we're going to practice saying 1 to 10 and counting 1 to 10 in Hindi. And I recorded it here so that you guys can practice it throughout the week so that hopefully starting next week, we'll be able to move on from 11 to 20. So let's start. Ek is 1, do is 2, teen is 3, char is 4, 5 is panch, छः is 6, सात is 7, आठ is 8, नौ is 9, 10 is 10. So let's say 1 through 10 kind of faster now. We would say एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, छः, सात, आठ, नौ, 10. Let's do it again. एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, छः, सात, आठ, नौ, 10. One more time. एक, दो, तीन, चार, पाँच, छः, सात, आठ, नौ, 10. Very good. Now, one thing I want to point out is that word for 8 is at. And I want you to listen carefully while I say at. Do you hear at the end of the word, there's a t and then there's a h sound right after. So there's a t as in tomato, and then immediately after there's a h as in Harriet. And that adding that h sound at the end is really important for correct pronunciation. So listen carefully if I say the word 8 in Hindi without the h and with the h. So you could say at, or you can say at. Let's do it again. At, 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 at. So hopefully you can hear the difference between the two. And in conversation, someone would probably understand what you're saying if you said ought. But if you really want to be saying things correctly and really excel in your Hindi, you'll say it correctly, which is ought, adding that h at the end. And there are a lot of Hindi words where we're going to find this h that's added into a sound before it. You're going to encounter this a lot through Hindi, and the more you practice, the better you'll get. So what I want you to do is, for your homework for this week, I want you to practice counting counting in Hindi up to 1 to 10. And really the only way to do it and memorize it is just like you memorized it in English. You just practiced it and you counted, toys, or you counted fruits, or you counted sheets of paper, or you counted your crayons. So I'd like you to practice every day, counting when if you're helping your parents make dinner and you're counting how many pieces of vegetables you're adding into your food, or how many rotis you ate for dinner, or how many superheroes are in a cartoon. Whatever you enjoy spending your time on, I want you to practice counting whatever it is from 1 to 10 in Hindi this week, so that next week we can practice it, and then hopefully we can move on to 11 to 20 as well.